Hi everybody, good morning. This is Jean here, Jean Truelove from Truelove Quilts for You. As you can see, I am coming to you from another corner of my sewing room. I have my machine set up. This is the view when I'm sewing that you're going to be seeing from now on or for the next little while. What has happened is I am going to be doing a small video to follow this introduction for a tour of my newly tidied out and rearranged sewing rooms. If you're interested, as you know, our home here has on this first floor here, it had 4 bedrooms, 4 rooms, and a bathroom. That's it. And then the entire third floor. Well, there's the master bedroom, the office, guest room, and then there were these 2 rooms, 2 of the smaller rooms for my sewing rooms. That's what sort of a prerequisite when we bought the house, that I would have enough room for my sewing room, because in my 2 previous homes, our family home, I had a large sewing room that I had for 30 years, and then in the house that we had lost in the flood, I had even a larger sewing room. So I have been collecting a lot of things for the last 3-4 decades. So I do have a lot of things. We were very blessed in this room, which is sort of like the turret room, which 3 large windows here and this window, to inherit this built-in bookshelf for my sewing. The other room across the hall that I will be showing you, Ian built all of my shelves, the shelf man, as you know. And that room has, now it has a table with my 2 Juki sewing machines. This table here has my new Jazz, my baby lock machine, and my little ironing station. That one has my large ironing station across the hall. So I can get up, get some steps in. If I need a large ironing board, I go across the hall, which is fine. Talking about tables, I was just so beyond thrilled. As you know, one of my last videos, my new Baby Lock Jazz 2 machine is a heavy old machine. And it was on a rather, it's fine for the other machines, but it was on a rather flimsy table for this heavy machine. In fact, I've gotten quite a few comments from people saying, oh, they've had to move their Jazz onto a heavier table because it's sort of bounced about, needs a solid surface. So, getting back to the house that we have purchased, our almost 120-year-old home here, in the basement of this home, which is dry, not finished, but a concrete, lovely basement, the gentleman who lived here left a whole bunch of things, left a bunch of stuff. Like up in the rafters, there were fishing rods, all sorts of things, bows and arrows and trinkets and toys and tools. Oh, it's been a real treasure hunt for us because I'm a pack rat and I like that type of things. Well, in the corner, there was this old table that apparently, he did tell us, the table was original to the home. So it was like an enamel-topped, old-fashioned, enameled on metal, reinforced with wood tabletop with the base, this wooden base. Well, we took the tabletop off because it was falling apart, but we managed to bring the base. It's sort of dusty and it's sort of crummy, but it's okay. We just wiped it off. And then Ian has mounted a piece of butcher block countertop, worktop to the base. It's nice and sturdy. Now this worktop, if you remember the butcher block, I'll put a picture up here of our original sewing room in our family home. We always call it Charter Road. We lived on Charter Road, so we always say back at Charter Road, back at Charter Road, back at Charter Road. Or the house that flooded was called Davis Grove. So it's either Davis Grove or Charter Road where we've lived. The original sewing room that Ian built me was in a half of a garage. So it was 9 foot wide by 22 foot long. And as you can see, I had a sewing area with butcher block countertops, a large area for cutting and sewing. And then in the front of the room, this actual piece of worktop here for my computer station and my other sewing machine. Again, I had several sewing machines doing several different things. Over the years, since we have moved from there 4 or 5 years ago, the butcher block countertops have been repurposed. They've been, one of them was given away, one of them is out on the porch for near our barbecue, and this piece left here that Ian mounted onto the old-fashioned table base is the last piece left, and that is the piece in this picture here where my computer was. So I'm just so, I remember the thousands of hours I spent in our family home on this worktop, and it's here. Ian repurposed it. I'm just so thrilled. When we moved in here 2.5 years ago, we just set the room up as it was. We just moved in, put the stuff. So now I've had I'm gonna have a bit of a clear. I'll show you. I'll put the video up of my other room. Again, I put my yellow gingham tablecloth, the skirt around the other table. That's in the other room with my Jukies on it. That's my large that's my large ironing station in there. My computer area is here, and actually doing it like this, not a big room, but it's made it much larger. It's really nice. Ian was sitting over there, Maxwell was sitting here, and I'm sitting behind here surveying my domain. I'm just so pleased. It's such a pretty room with all of the windows, and I will show you. So I just was thrilled about that. Get a new lease on creativity. It's been a rough couple years. So yeah, day by day we're doing better. Ian was, I shouldn't really show you because Ian just had his little medical thing, but he's on the floor screwing things up. He's taking it easy. Don't worry, I'm not working him to death. I need him around for my projects. Oh no, that sounds terrible. Anyway, so I'm gonna tidy up a little bit more. That corner's over there is a bit of a mess, but pretty much I'm really thrilled the way my shelves have gone, and I'll take you across the hall into my other room. So wherever you sew, I know I'm so beyond blessed. I have my 2 rooms. Unbelievable. A lot of you, I started out in a little tiny closet over 50 years ago in the family home I grew up in. A little tiny closet. My dad made me a little work area, and I had a folding, I guess they can buy them, a folding cutting, like a cardboard cutting mat, because I was doing garment sewing back then when I learned in home ec. But I had a little tiny closet, and I can remember that closet, and I had a pegboard with all my, my 2 pairs of scissors. So I have a lot, but I just come in here and I just marvel at how blessed I am. I really am. It's just so wonderful. And so, yeah, hopefully I'll get my creative juices flowing again. Thanks so much, folks. I hope you enjoy the video to come. Please take care. Love from the True Loves. Bye-bye. Where else have we used this? We used it at our old house.
A very large sewing
that's right. That's
in a massive cabinet.
Yeah, that one. And then we gave somebody some of this butcher block. Please don't pick it up by itself.
Who knows?
Please don't pick it up by yourself. I'll help you.
I'm waiting for a strong.
Okay, strong.
A strong wife.
Okay. Oh, here I come. Just don't move it, because we're going to be putting it here onto this tabletop, onto this table base here. I'll be right back.
That's 200 years old.
Yeah. Well, no, it's not 200, Ian. Don't exaggerate. You've been hanging around me too much. Hold up.
It's about 120, 125
Yeah, it came original with the house. Good old Ian. Can you get up?
No. You can get down easily.
You can get down. Oh, you're so handy to have around. Thank you so much. Always have a project for Ian. Thank you, Ian. Oh, this is part of our history. Oh, I'm so happy. Oh, I'm so happy. So wonderful. So coming up the stairs, up into this first sewing room here. This is sort of the little turreted room. And this is what we've just done. We have changed up this table here. This is the table I was talking to you about. Let me just come back. This is a little unit here that I have some fabric in and some fat quarters just tucked in the corner. I have a stool there. This is a kitchen island that I had gotten, and it just is a perfect size for my cutting mat. And on top of it, I have my mother's hutch. Now I have the base to this hutch downstairs, but I took the top piece off. I added the lace there, and that's holding all my lovely bits. I have my lovely bowl filled with some jelly rolls there, and of course my Martelli mat that I just love, and my fat quarter bundles. I have a pair of, I think it's on the other side of the room, I have a pair of large fake scissors that Ian's going to hang up there. This closet in here, I think you've seen it before. That closet in there has books and fabric, and that's one of my quilted wall hangings that I've made. Coming around here, things that important to me. This was our daughter Malia's first little dress that we went to her first congregation meeting. These are some of my rulers that I have. This area is a little bit of a mess here, but I like my curtains. I think they're so pretty. I got them on Amazon, and I got my pretty multicolor lights. I have 2 of them. I got them at Walmart. Let me just turn this off. I made my bunting. Actually, that gotten taken down. That one has to go over there. But my computer desk here. That's an old desk that our daughter-in-law gave us. These pieces here, and an old office chair that I have. And this is where I do my editing. And if you do remember, this is the table was across here that's in my other room. And now, ba-boom, I have this lovely table here with the old base that Ian put my original butcher block countertop. Oh, I just love it so much. And then another chair that Dominic gave us. And this is my little ironing board here. Very compact, tiny little thing, but it's very useful. Very useful. Actually, when my table was here, I could just turn my chair around and use my little iron there. I'll have to get up. Like I said, it's good for me to get up and walk. This doesn't belong here. So I got that on Amazon. Oh no, I got that on Overstock.com. Has little wicker baskets there. It's collapsible. It's really quite nice. This shelving unit was upstairs again in this house. We sort of went shopping in the house. That was in a closet up on the 3rd floor. And Ian took it all out, and look how it fits perfectly. Oh, we're so blessed. A lot of my fat quarters and a lot. Oh, these are the scissors that I'm going to hang up over there. This is my original light that I have. Wonderful. And as you can see, the lighting in this room is just delightful. I do have a overhead light fan. My disco ball. But as you can see, I'll pull back here. This is a lovely bright room. And now, made even larger the way because I have done a sewing room tour before, but now, as you can see, it's much larger. And more people, not that a ton of people are going to see, but Ian can come in and sit nicely. So this is where I'm going to be sewing. Again, this is my new sewing machine, my Baby Lock. My Jazz 2 on my yoga mat to absorb the noise and the movement. And then that unit, as you saw, we inherited. That was built in when we bought the house. And again, it's filled with all my goodies. And lots and lots and lots of storage. For an old house, this house has a lot of storage. We're just so We're just so blessed. And yeah, the crayons is a story. When I was little, I didn't grow up poor. I grew up like everybody else, and middle class, but a very rich girl in my elementary school, Linda. She had a 48 box of crayons. Oh, I envied that so much. I had 12. I had a 12 pack. And my whole life, I'm like, oh, when I get money, I'm going to get crayons. So our children over the years, they heard that story over the years, and children are like, okay, so they've got me crayons. I mean, I got 64 bucks and 32, 24 bucks. And then Jordan gave me the 96, our son, and then our son-in-law, Justin, the ultimate, the 120 crayons. It's just a silly reminder of how far I've come. I got crayons. Maybe some of you can relate to that. And then Ian again built these shelves here. These are my my batik fabric boxes. This video that I have, ages ago, years and years and years ago. Actually, no, only about 4 years ago, I did a tutorial. That video is my most popular video. I have, I don't know, 80 or 90,000 views on that video. Just of me making those batik boxes. Really, really useful. Nesting. I mean, for all kinds of, you can use them for all kinds of things. But of course, I just use for patterns and things like that. So yeah, so there is a view of my sewing room. All my lovely bits. These little statues were my great-grandmoms. I love things like that. My tchotchke stuff. Tons to look at. Our daughter-in-law, several years ago. These are, you can't really see. Can you see? Yeah. The twins and Sophia. She gave me that. Nana. And I think so many of us have favorite photos. I have about half a dozen. This is one of my favorites. That's of Maxwell when he was about 4 with his brother Dominic. I like that. I think that's a cool picture. I have quite a few others framed downstairs. But yeah, so this is where I will be quilting, where I will be filming soon. My sewing room. Some of my bits, that was I grew up with that lamp. I think it's from like the 70s. It's not an antique or anything, but I grew up with that. That was my mom's. And different holders for all my different things. And all just sort of flea market and thrift store finds. And again, my collections of fabrics. So, yeah, I'm going to take you into the other room and show you my fabric room. When we moved into this home, this room was painted exactly this color, this pale blue, and then the purple and the black and white and pink border on the top, and these cartoony clouds. And I just think it's so delightful. The older man, the gentleman who lived here, he had this room for his little granddaughter. And there was a dollhouse in the corner. But since Ian has built me my shelves, and here, as you can see, is my original table that we bought. We moved it in here, and my jukis are on top of that. And over there is my ironing island that I took from Charter Road. That was our kitchen island. That island over there, which I've sort of padded. I have to redo the padding, and made it into my ironing station. But Ian built these shelves here. You don't have to worry about anything fading. These windows here, this and this have the window film on that my husband does, and that stops fading of everything. So there will be no fading of anything in this room. These are some of my tote bags. See if I can, yeah, there you go, that Ian's hung up. And then again, here's some of the shelves for my fabrics. I put at the end the several pictures of several of the sewing rooms I've had. You'll remember these containers from my previous sewing room at Davis Grove, the house that we lost in the flood. Fortunately, my fabrics were saved on the day, and my sewing machines. That's my printer over there. And then I like to use hat boxes. I think they hold an awfully lot of stuff. This is my linen closet. I have all my towels and everything in there. I love the border. I think it's just so delightful. Yeah. I don't necessarily love clowns, but I think I told you before, my mom, who didn't have a crafty bone in her body, dear, bless her, she wanted to do a needlepoint. I did all the needlepoints and cross stitch and everything. And she loved clowns. And so I bought her this kit. And she did this about halfway, and then she lost interest. So I finished it for her and had it framed for her. And she had that for years in her house before she died. So I took it and hung it behind the door. It's not that I hate clowns or not that I love clowns, but she had a very fondness for them. So that's in honor of my mom. And then again, this side, this is where some of my threads are stored. It's more, again, like an art piece. There's my little baby brother sewing machine, Malia's. And then I have a Sailrite. I think I had shown you that when we were at Davis Grove. A friend was selling this industrial Sailrite, heavy machine made for making sails on boats. I bought that. I used it a couple times at Davis Grove to make some luggage, some bags, because it's an incredible machine. I haven't gotten out since. It just sort of came into my life. I wasn't looking for it, but it's very interesting. Now, again, you will notice that I've just sort of hung up my embroidered critters quilt here because I run out of wall. It's just hung up on some clamps there. But behind here is a little closet. The shelves don't extend. There's a closet, and then all my batting is behind there. My rolls and rolls of batting. And again, Ian built me my shelving units. And I have all my just patterns and panels and fabrics and everything. Now this room, up until just a few days ago, it had a spare bed in it. We don't need it. Our friend Roger used to come and stay. He'll be up on the 3rd floor or in the other guest room. So that right there, I just did this yesterday, that right there is a mattress. I just tucked it up, the single mattress. But Ian's actually going to be making me more shelves. These are some of my quilts that I have. And move that mattress out. So it'll be, the rooms that I've had, my sewing rooms, if you've noticed, there'll be wall-to-wall shelving, which is awesome. I love this shelving. This is all the same we've had in all of our sewing rooms. So yeah, and again, my chair over there, so we can sit and then somebody can pop in here. And then when I do have the need to use these machines, I can just pop one or two of them down and use my table. Oh, I'm just so thrilled. I'm just so very, very thrilled and blessed. I hope you've enjoyed my little tour, folks. A little bit of eye candy. And yeah. Love from the Trueloves. Bye-bye.